All right. That brings us to your map pool of Nepal. Paraiso! We don't get to see a lot of Paraiso on this stream. I love it. I love it. Rotasapi, Saravasa, and Circuit Royale to round it out. No. Music does not fit the vibe today. We need to... Let's get serious. Let's get into it. Let's get into map 1.
Ready for battle.
Macholo, good to see you. Good to see you in chat. I hope you're feeling better. I hope this team's able to pull out the dub for you. Solo Zen filling in the flex support role. An opportunity for Solo Zen to come compete. You know, maybe come pop off. Not saying your spot is in any way under threat there, Macholo. You know, but always good to see somebody get a chance to compete.
Capture the objective.
We're gonna kick things off on Sanctum in a notoriously poke-oriented map. Which means I'm immediately gonna hop in to some Temp Pov. Temp had an extremely impressive Ashe on the last outing we saw. A little bit of the other side. Let's take a look at J-Man. Our first look at ASU on this stream. You see a little regenerative burst, top off J-Man, and they're gonna make good of those cooldowns from Z Panther. Opening blood, going over to ASU, followed up with a kill on a Solo Zen. And able to strike back. Oh no! What happened to Arizona? Maybe this was just a reset call. Tim gets one. It was like, wait, I got one though. I got one. Arizona was like, no, I already reset. Divine, heyo. All right, attack number 2. Tanuki eating a lot of damage on the way in. Arizona kind of forced a hold at the quarter. J-Man throws shots down range. Arizona steps out into that LOS to put some pressure onto onto Aurora. Ooh. A lot of A names in this one, y'all. I may stumble a bit. Look at that. Good. I thought Arizona was toast. Gets the top off they need. I may have been tripping, but Arizona is just in full stride. A little bit of a chase on the Lucio into the back. J-Man has been able to clap back, though, despite Aurora going down. ASU are able to maintain control. Aurora's going to come back on the Ramatra. Good pressure out of Puerto Rican. Arizona now pushing up. 70%. Got to dodge around a bomb. Try to get the rest of that gravitic flux online. We had an amplification matrix thrown in the back, but Solo Zen does fall. I think a pulse bomb was used in that midst as well. Tanuki find themselves kind of trapped here in the entryway. Arizona took a lot of damage, forced to back up, uses the gravitic flux as well. Aurora giving chase, using the Nemesis form and the 300 armor that comes with it. Ooh, Dave Falls, I was looking for you. On who found you? It's gonna be up to a Lucio to touch. No, Social can't make it around. Doofus does make it, but Arizona's already watched 2 fall around them. There was a sound barrier there. ASU falls. Oh, last Laureate is so kind. That's so kind. I'm gonna have some chill streams this weekend, so keep an eye out. I'm trying to find my balance. Can't just be Overwatch 100% of the time. We gotta have balance. But right now, yeah, it is all Overwatch here in this NA expert matchup, and it's all ASU to kick things off. They're able to win first fight. I think the only blemish there in Sanctum was Aurora going down there. They're unable to make that push, and it was a fantastic play from Tanuki. But Aurora makes a swap onto the Ramatra, never looks back. We're going to get to that continuing here into round 2 as we head into Village. Battle for high ground. Tanuki immediately giving up that ground. I don't know that Arizona got the memo. Ooh, that's a last-ditch Immortality Field and Nemesis form. Just trying to get Arizona out, and Day ends up falling into a bad position. While that's said and done, doesn't make the rotation out of the rest of the team. An ASU pounce on what is a sloppy rotation out of Tanuki. And that's the kind of mistake you can't make against this squad. You know, where they might have been able to recover from that against a lesser team. ASU will punish you for that. All right, let's take a look at Day here on the far. Could be a real space creator here for this team as they try to initiate. Oh, but a Maywa, I think, has caught Arizona in a bad spot. But Day is there, able to make that space and find a pick on top of it. Not just make space, get some kills. Put Tanuki up in this fight as Arizona moves on to the objective. Oh, ooh, gotta be careful of that amplification matrix. Respects it, backs around the corner. You have a bit of a pincer in the back in the form of J-Man. An aggressive move from Angelic, coupled with a nice shot. Solo Zen is the one to fall. Trying to pursue the advantage. ASU are going to stick their nose out, but Angelic does fall. There was a bob thrown in from Temp. They got Coach Gun back, and a return Mr. Butler. Now face to face with each other. Just slows down the pace of play for a moment. Both teams wait for reinforcements to show back up. Both Lysios back in the battle. Speeding in on the right. Day swaps over to Avenger. Blizzard out from Anhu on this objective. Blizzard got at least solos in it. Oh, I didn't see what happened over here. I'm sorry. I think I caught a bit more as it looked like Anhu was able to get not only a kill, but their own assist. Day makes it out alive, but one last chance here on map 1. Three ults to work with, including this Annihilation, which is just a ton of extra health. Ooh, nice little ambush. Forces out Immortality. Z Panther, I mean, doing good just to get out of there with her head still attached to their shoulders. Moving on to the point, Arizona being judicious with their Nemesis form, not to mention the ult that lays beneath it. He's going to go ahead and pop the former, try to find some targets. I think there was a call out. Ooh. Gets the ice blocked out, the cryo freeze, use technical terms, as both of our Ramachas pop their ultimates and tendrils of pain, now unleashed here in the village. I heard a sound barrier somewhere in there. I think both of our teams threw down the shields as well. Solozin picks up a nice kill, an important kill, and Social comes in for a little backup. Solozin popping off up top, able to find a pair. And Tanuki find control for the first time on this map. Billy, thank you for being here. Always good to see you, my good friend. My bestie. All right. Now, this is a position we have yet to see Tanuki and how do they hold point. And playing with a Venture, which is obviously a very aggressive, very all-in character. You got to time it right with their cooldowns. We'll see. Ooh, that's it. That's how you do it. And Solo Zen comes up with another important kill. This time on the Z Panther. And the subflex support popping off. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And again, excellent timing. I called for it. Tanuki delivered. Now have the Excavation ultimate online, which cannot be understated. Very powerful. Especially once Aurora uses their shield. Could be go time. Could be a day at the shooting range here for Day. No pun intended, genuinely. Ooh, low health targets is going to prompt them to go ahead and hit Q right out of the gate. Both cooldowns. Boop into the back, trying to devalue the Amp Matrix. I saw that, Social. That was a hell of an attempt. Running on to the point. Aurora might just find themselves in a corner. Ant Matrix is out here for Tanuki. Big Omnic Butler thrown across, trying to cut off the shields, but the Bob got blocked by the ice wall and a Blizzard on point. But Arizona is able to duck and dodge their way out of that Blizzard, circle back around, and we're going to get a 99-99 fight here to conclude Village. Shots coming in from the outside from J-Man, but everything in the ult bank has been spent from either side. If Social and Arizona can stay alive, they might be able to turn the tides in this fight. Arizona getting chased down on the outside. Tip is able to get kills along the way, as is Social. Arizona does eventually fall, but at what cost here for ASU? Aurora, the last bastion standing for the Sun Devils. And Tanuki will steal away map 2. It was a 99-0 start here for the Sun Devils, but then Tanuki got control, and they're able to hold it the entire time. All right, map one's going to be decided on Shrine. What an answer. Y'all, I mean, prior to that last fight, this was looking really one-sided, right? Like, I was sitting there thinking, all right, well, I mean, ASU are just going to come out with a very quick 1-0. They were one team fight from, I mean, just a 1-0 lead right here. What a clapback. Day with the venture swap, and they're sticking with it. Coming in, and big shout out to Solos subbing in here today with Moncholo sick and having a couple of important kills there to help propel us to this round 3. And Tanuki pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. Ramatra comps on both sides. We are getting a J-Man swap. J-Man's on the cast instead of the Ashe here. Timp is sticking with the Ashe on the opposite side. So I can understand the cast pick, you know, a little bit shorter range, more of a meaty range map. And the pressure alone is enough to keep Tanuki off long enough for ASU to grab first control. So important percentage being built here as the first team fight still hasn't really popped off. Timp able to find some good kill from the outside, but J-Man answers right back. This battle between the tanks, I think, could be a difference maker. Arizona rushing forward. A lot of damage combined with Day. They're able to handle Day in the back, but Solo's in finds a kill into J-Man in the process. Very important damage out of the bat. Now you got to make sure and keep Arizona alive. Aurora. Whoa! Frog just jumped up into my throat like a Lucio. I am so sorry. I'll just watch this for a second. Whoa! That just snuck up on me out of nowhere. Y'all, my eyes started watering. Here, let me sip on my tea for a second. Y'all enjoy some Solos in Pop. Here, I'll give you some Anhu Pop. Look at you swap to a Genji. Oh, no, never mind. You still get Anhu Pop. That literally made my eyes water, yo. Woo. Throat just said no. All right. Temp unleashing an extra player here on the battlefield. Day sacrificing themselves for a kill on Ramatra, and you take that every single time, twice on Sunday. Aurora was holding an ultimate in their pocket, too. Could have been a difference maker. Now Arizona's going in to clean up onto the squishies in the back. A Deadeye in their face, and J-Man actually got a sound barrier with it. J-Man's able to pop the Deadeye, but it goes right into his shield. Surprisingly, nobody died sooner through this, but Arizona's staying power undeniable. Ooh, as they find the long distance shot onto Anhu, and now just pummel down Aurora. Aurora still has this Annihilation online. We saw Anhu getting very close to that pulse bomb. Oh, I thought they were going to throw it there. Let's get back at the Aurora's going to have the Nemesis Swarm here to force Arizona back. That pulse did land, but most of the damage negated by the block. Still, slowly but surely, Arizona will get pressed down into the ground. Like a vice, they are squeezed all the way back to spawn. Not without some trades. Once again, Zolosin showing up in the feed. Hey, give Solos an opportunity to compete, and they are lighting up that kill feed. But now, this is where Tanuki struggled, right? Once they got control of the objective last time, they were able to maintain it for an entire 99-100%. But it took them the entire 99 to take the point back, and obviously they don't have that kind of time now. So we'll see if the couple else they have online. Oh, Z Panther just showing up in a big way on that one. They confidently strut through the opposition Amp Matrix there at the end. Oof, what a statement from Z Panther. Our Baps popping off today. Love to see it. Arizona with the only ult online, and it's a doozy. Now, I mean, there are a couple more, one for each side, right up online behind it. But this one I'm really keeping my eye on as we move into this point. This is most likely going to be final fight here for the map. Yeah, this is absolutely last fight for the map. Everybody's taking their sweet time making their way on to the point. Both teams, I think, won a little bit more ults going into this last fight. Let's see how our teams behave in this very clutch moment. Pressure is on, and Bob goes all the way back. Beautifully paced. Cuts Angelic down 94%. What an incredible placement on that Bob. Now the annihilation on the objective. Job's not done here for Tanuki. J-Man threw out a Bob of their own, and Anhu is still on the flank here, harassing down Arizona. Arizona is able to get their Nemesis form. They're following up on their own ultimate. Stay alive. Anhu looks in, try to keep them from getting any more armor, any more health on this point. Able to keep overtime going as they're doing it. Sound barrier out as Angelic has returned to this fight. Forced out some cooldowns from the other side. Arizona still low on the side of this objective. J-Man is able to find a kill on to Solo Zen. Not what you wanted to see if you're a Tanuki fan. The BAP fallen is the last thing you wanted. Now Z Panther's back with an Ant Matrix of their own. So already found one kill on to Social. Lands a headshot. Follow-up is good enough. This is ASU bringing this one all the way back. What a final fight. It went down to the wire. The Sun Devils come back to take the map.
Play of the
Beautiful shooting out of J-Man. Yeah, I was talking about that DPS matchup. That DPS matchup was gonna be nasty. There between Temp and J-Man. And I mean J-Man from my eye test, I think got a little bit of the better of it. Let's go see what the stats say. Yeah, I mean it's close. It's darn close. I mean, look at the damage, about 500 damage separating them, 4 elims separating them. Both of our hit scans pop it off there. And then now Z Panther to Solo Zen. It's another one that really caught my eye there. Z Panther did have a little bit more damage here. I needed to accept that invite. Make sure I don't miss my invite. But here, I'll get this back up for you. Z Panther did have a little bit more damage dealt. You know, we saw the pop off there at the end. Z Panther's like, hey, you better put some respect on my name too here if we're talking about BAPs. But you know, as far as not having as much scrim time, not having as much warm up time, Solo Zen, I think did an admirable job there in map 1. Definitely stood out for me in a couple fights. And I mean, it was as close as it gets. 99-99, round 3 on control. So that's a really promising showing from Tanuki. I mean, again, in a match I think is very telling, very indicative on what we can expect from them, not only from the rest of FACEIT League Season 2, but also moving into collegiate activity once we get into fall 24 and that kicking off. So we gotta kick it off. Damn it, I gotta stop saying that. I don't know why I always do that. I always do that. Let's get a map 2. A map we don't get to see very often here on stream. We're going to Paraiso. A reminder, this is ASU's map pick.
ready for battle.
We had King's Row banned out by Tanuki. And excuse me, King's Row. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Oh no, it wasn't Eichenwalder ban. I was right originally. Okay, the way this is listed, it threw me off. It wasn't Eichenwalder ban. That's what I thought, and then I second guessed myself when I said King's Row ban. Double checking this. No, it was an Eichenwalder ban coming out of Tanuki. Blizzard World ban out of ASU, which we did touch on earlier. When you ban Blizzard World, but pick Paraiso.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Ah! Almost. So close. All right, we're getting a little Winston as expected. Ooh. Let's get Angelic on an Ayari. The Ayari is just fun to watch. I mean, what an impactful ultimate, and you can just suddenly out of nowhere, a couple of headshots turn the tide of a fight. Looking for a little combination with no Ashe. You're kind of relying on Angelic for the poke damage, and then get the combination of Anhu and J-Man here on these dives. So, you see, J-Man joining Aurora up top, but Angelic felled out of the back by Day. A sleep dart lands onto Aurora. Check out some fight going on down low here. Whoop. Tim finds a jumping kill onto Aurora. We saw through J-Man's point of view, and that's going to put an end to this fight. We'll get in for a second fight. I think we keep that guy a little chaotic. I'll give you a little more third person this time around. That guy a little chaotic. It was kind of hard to tell what's going on. My fault, y'all. My fault. Oh, hey, where'd my health bars go? There we go. All right, another engagement up top. It's a soft engage. You're looking at 63% towards the Nano, 75% towards the Captive Sun. Those are going to be the real initiation ults here. Now, the defense might have an opportunity if they want to get aggressive on the back of their own Nano, depending on how they've clocked this. But Aurora's going to go ahead and dive up top. Let's get some on who Pav. They're going to follow on that dive. They are. It was actually Z Panther assisting. It's been a long-range nade from Z Panther to help set up that kill. And I love the positioning out of the supports. Angelic, the poke from Angelic doing a good job of keeping anybody from getting Z Panther, and they are having a field day back here. Angelic able to find Day. Ooh, Angelic finds a pair. Woo. I'm gonna keep it on some Angelic Pop. Holy cow. Get Day again. Woo. Thought about it. Thought about it. Aggressive positioning out of Arizona. They're at the beginning did kind of force back Angelic for a moment. Here, let's see if we can find a decent camera shot here. Oh, what are you doing up there, Eno? Nice little boot from Arizona, kind of throw off the stick. He's not allowed the burst damage. Something that Aurora could have easily followed up on, and Aurora goes up top. A little bit of a disengage, and Arizona right back there to claim space in the window. Keeps J-Man at bay, or excuse me, that was Anhu at bay on the Echo. Dance continues. Everybody circles around to bail out the Trace on the outside. As the Nano Boost is out onto Aurora. Aurora was able to move in and get a kill onto Solo Zen while the peel was happening for Day. So it was a good read there out of ASUs. They found the vulnerable target with Yana in the back, and it starts the dominoes of fall in here. ASU surgically crack open point B. Definitely with some more Angelic Pop here. Remember they do take a little bit less healing from their own. Oh, that got eaten by the Diva. Yep. Arizona read that one. Bob in does make it to the point, able to counter. I think Arizona was outside when they made that eat too. Unfortunately, Aurora is able to get a pick onto Solo Zen. Defense losing some sustain on this point. Arizona does get popped. Angelic, I should have left it on your paw. Sorry, as you were able to land that headshot and secure this victory here on point B. Every time I go off of Angelic's paw, they start getting kills. I should have just left it there. What was I thinking? 3:45 on the clock. Pulse Bomb and Primal Rage ready to go. 10. Back onto the Tracer. I didn't see what they swapped off there for the stall. It started on the Tracer, right? Alright, Primal Rage here from Aurora. What you gonna do with it? Was hoping to go find Solo Zen in the corner. Settled to knock him down to the bottom. Their own Echo has fallen in the process. This Angelic is able to strike back here using a Nano from Solo Zen. I don't know that it was enough. Good peel there from ASU, and they're looking to counterpunch. Solo Zen. Ooh, you don't want to get stuck down there. Temp drawing a lot of fire in the back and is able to get out. Solo's able to rotate. Use that opportunity to find some better cover. Nano Boost thrown in, and here comes Aurora onto the pack of people. J-Man coupling with it. He's able to pick up one on who following. Focus and beam. Ooh, no, staying back to peel. Takes Arizona down. Cover in the back line is on who. Aurora cleans up on the front. ASU win the fight on both fronts. Check this retake. What you got? Ooh. A lot of stickies in, and who had to pop the duplicate, I think, just to stay alive through that. They do get the kill on today eventually. Angelic with a captive side. Let's check it out. You got anybody left here to shoot? Not really. It was a good little dance there for a bit from Tanuki on point B. They were able to kind of hold ASU tit for tat, answering the flank angles, keeping those flank angles marked. It was looked like a little bit of an overcommit onto the peel for Day that ended up being really the turning point of this whole map. A lot of pressure. I didn't see if it was, you know, a shot from Anhu or you know, J-Man was able to get a good clip down, but for whatever reason, Tanuki felt like they had to peel back on point B. Everybody flooded to that top left-hand side from the attacker's point of view. Let's just get over there. And a great read from Aurora in that moment as the entirety of Tanuki comes up into this hallway where you see J-Man flying in now. I believe Solo's in gets caught back here by Aurora. And it just starts the snowball. And ASU ride that all the way to the back of point C. I mean, that's they felt fairly untouched on point C. And a reminder, this is ASU's map pick too, so I mean, not a map that's played very often here in competition FACEIT League Season 2, at least not that I've seen on stream. So it's one ASU feels very strongly on. I mean, maybe it's a map that Tanuki haven't played as much. But man, this is a crazy pick, and it's working out well and continues to work out well here for ASU on their defense, finding first blood. Taking a couple pot shots at Anhu in the sky. Everybody's able to back up. Little space given over, and Arizona is happy to kind of move in and squat in this little worm up top. Flat looks a little small for 5, though. You're going to have to push out, see if you can find a little more real estate. Unfortunately, Temp is down. Only got to find room for 4 now as the attacking Tanuki, but a good pop back there from Solo Zen. Making their way back. Ooh, nice push. That was a good little boop from Arizona. That's going to result in a kill under Aurora. I know it sounds like I'm saying the state. I'm very sorry. Arizona with an excellent move. Just that little boop to force Aurora into a bad spot. And Arizona really initiated that kill. Ooh, getting out with 12 health. As low as 12 health before that landed. That was a direct shot from Solo Zid, who is now going to pop an amplification matrix in the corner. Ooh, that was a long distance slate. Nano boost is there. A little bit of a Charlie Niner on the point. Aurora got the nano and went way into the backline. I feel like ASU's they're even winning this fight. All right, 9 health. Nope. Oh, that's a little bit of an unforced error there from ASU. It's going to result in a bunch of time on the clock here for Tanuki. And it was the nano boost. The nano boost is what indicates that they wanted to retake there. You know, that wasn't just like, we'll try to find some exit picks afterward. No, they were trying to hold that. Gizcam, it's an honor to have you here. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. All right, Aurora now looking to rectify all that mistake, and with a little pressure from Anhu, they're able to pinch that top room, find some good kills, at least one good kill, a lot of good pressure. Looking to chase that all the way back to the Tanuki spawn. Right up into the window, quick little move. Oh, I don't think the Tracer made it. Nope. Day got stuck down low, so throwing a bit of an audible. Whoa, where's that captive set? That's social. I didn't see where it went. Let's go back to Aurora. Oh no, I promised you an angelic captive sun. I would have, nope, should have stayed on Aurora. Aurora's able to get one. Now moving in for the back line. See if they can. Ooh, immortality field kept Social alive for a moment, but with Anhu there to back him up, yeah, that was a foregone conclusion there for the defense. Ooh, a kill on Angelic could have been huge there. It was so close. It was so close. Laughing. Oh, it's a good emote, Dextron. It's a good emote. I don't know why I just saw that. Okay. Tip and Solo Zen coming up with a pair of ults. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Plenty to work with. We did get Arizona on a swap here. Okay. The Winston swap. Not quite as maneuverable, the bounce between the two houses. We can hold the ground a little bit better once they get there. So, looks like they're going to favor the middle house for the moment. Respecting the enormous amount of poke damage coming in from the other side from Anhu and Angelic. Arizona looks to go eliminate some of that, take some of that ground back. Coupled there with Dave putting pressure in, they are going to get the job done. Social able to pick up one as well here in the back. Throw some heals towards some friends. Assist that kill from Zolo Zin, even if they didn't show it in the feed. And Tanuki putting together a very clean fight here. Believe that was a flawless fight from Tanuki. They do still have a couple of players left. Aurora receiving a late nano boost for the contest. No Charlie 9 are here. J-Man is joining them on the point. Oh, but Aurora has to just hide in the corner, and the cap comes through. 2 points on the board here for Tanuki. This map's got extra innings written all over it, doesn't it, friends? Ah, Social, I had a feeling you were going to get that kill. I couldn't get to your pop in time. All right, just for that, we're gonna catch this captive son, Social. That's what we're gonna do. I haven't gotten y'all nearly enough kick-ass ERA plays here today. All right, and of course I go to you, and you're just right. Of course. There it is. That's gonna be a duplicate up top here. Let's go check out all the members that were hit by said ultimate. But with the bubble here from the duplicated Anhu, can't follow up. So the captive sun will fade with no fatalities here from the defense of ASU. As Aurora is looking to counterpunch with a primal rage of their own. That was a nice jump to catch Solo Zid up in the air, but it's Temp who's getting the work in. Arizona's able to pick up one as well. And the #1 player in Puerto Rico leading the charge here for Tanuki. As a host of kills light up the feed, and I see a bunch of blue jerseys standing around on this point. One more fight will get the cap, but the Tanuki time bank already less than that of ASU. Solo's in with their only ultimate, Angelic here, with one on the other side. Little poke battle between them and Social. That looked like an aggressive position from Arizona. Yeah, Arizona was bit off a little more than they could chew. It was a little bit overextended. Unfortunately, just didn't have the room to get out. I don't know if they maybe messed up the bubble on the jump out, because that's a tough corner to jump out of. Trust me, I know. Either way, that mistake is going to cost Tanuki quite a bit of time. ASU able to win a fight without spending anything, which means now they have a choice between initiating with either the Captive Sun or the Nano Boost if they want to initiate at all. With Solos in going down, I imagine they shall. Angelic trying to run off the flank in the back. Anhu did receive a Nano and a pick onto Arizona as a result. Just under 45 seconds. We just heard from Athena. Oh, and Day is going to get chopped down, eating more time off that clock. Aggressive amplification matrix immediately devalued. Oof. That was ambitious from Solo Zed, unfortunately. And a great read from ASU to immediately jump on that, on him, knowing they had a duplicate to work with, that extra bit of life. And though they entered point C here with a comparable time, that of ASU, it is going to be a desperate attempt here in the final seconds from Tanuki to see if they can cap it all in hybrid to try to force a draw scenario at best. But Angelic Just smattered Arizona. That was like throwing a paint can down. The whole Winston just turned yellow. Before being sent back to spawn, we do have a duplicate Winston in lieu of that on the point. Tim and Day both still around. Make that. Oh, never mind. Nobody's left. Map's over. 2-0. Here for ASU as they move up to match point.
Play begin.
Oh, what do we got? What's your play? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, wasn't even the pulse. All right, wasn't even the pulse. Oh, here, let me get my ugly mug back on screen. There we go. FPS Sunset, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, ASU with the 2-0 lead, and I mean Tanuki showing a little bit more promise, particularly on point A and B of their attack. Some really good timing, but rotations I think were a little sloppy at time. And ASU, I mean, kind of had an unforced error on point A that gifted a little bit of time into that bank. Let's be real. So Tanuki didn't have to fight as hard as I think they should have had to for point A. They made good of it on point B. They made the best of it. But man, it was a good point C hold there from ASU. They didn't give up any ground there. Let's take a look at some stats here from map 2. And the stats kind of reflect what my eye test says. Map 2 wasn't nearly as close there as map 1. Tanuki showed us really good defense on Nepal. Like once they got control of a point on Nepal, they did a really good job of holding on to it. But ASU were able to crack it a little quickly, a little more quickly, let's say, this time around. 2-minute plus healthy time bank. Get ready for map 3. I have not gotten the invite yet. Am I crazy? Are we still finalizing lineups here? Yes, lineup is being finalized. Phew! That's wiping some sweat off my brow seeing that. And invite didn't go out yet. Perhaps just a quick bio break. Little halftime break. Go back to that scoreboard. Stats, I love stats. On who? A few deaths in the server there for map number 2. And then Aurora, as expected, on the Winston, leading the damage in the server for map 2. About 5,000 more damage over Arizona on that one. So, I mean, the part of that's just, Winston cleave damage versus the Diva, where, Diva's more burst damage. So, don't put too much weight. Like, it doesn't mean that Aurora did 50% better than Arizona did on that map, all right? That's not what that means. But, it's definitely a little bit better performance out of Aurora. Can't argue that either. Like, credit where credit's due. Aurora did outperform on that map. So, there you go. 33-6, also pretty indicative in that one as well. But this was, again, on ASU's map pick, on a map where you have to play dive, right? There's pretty much just no getting around playing dive on that map. So. It was an Eichenwalde ban from Tanuki. So, I'll keep an eye on that. That's something I'll look to address here in future matches. Do they continue to ban Eichenwalde out? Is that a map they don't feel as comfortable on? And it's it's the most played. It's the most hybrid played map we've seen on stream, right? So, like, by a considerable margin. I'd give 80% of the hybrid maps we have seen on stream have been Eichenwalde. So, with Tanuki banning that out, it's just something to keep an eye on, All right.
Initiating match.
Another map that we don't get to see a whole lot of on stream. Real sloppy. We can set up for map number 3. Let's see. Do I get your sides right? Yep. Aurora and company still on the right-hand side, so that's all good. Ah! Oh. There we go. Okay. I don't know what that means, that's it.
Ready for
Are you hissing at me? It reminds me of Eddie Izzard. I don't know. Dress to Kill. One of the best stand-ups of all time. Highly recommended. All right. Let's get into map 3. Aurora sticking with the Winston. You know, this is, I've seen mostly Dive played on this map. I've seen Wrecking Ball played on this map. You can play at the Ramattra. I have seen that a bit, but both of our teams are going to give us the Dive look once again. But a little bit different variation of it, particularly with Solos in on the Baptiste. Solos in looked really strong on the Bap. I mean, looked good on the Ana. Looked, you know, serviceable on the Ana, but I didn't notice it. It didn't look nearly a standout. But I'm not a coach or anything. Like, take my opinion with a grain of salt. It's just a quick eye test from some, you know, just from some streamer caster. But with that said, it did look like the Bap was the stronger hero for Solos in. Bionade makes it through the defense matrix, and it's going to force Arizona to slow down, if not disengage completely. Yeah, Ops to just back the hell out of there, try to find a safer corner. Meanwhile, Tim's able to pick up one on this long angle. Here, let's go get some Tim Pop. We see a lot more shots landed. Arizona going in on the aggression, follows up on that kill on an Angelic. And really good foothold here for Tanuki at the start of this fight. Temp on that cast. Instrumental putting in a lot of damage here early in this opening minute. The window, J-Man can be hard to get to. And has long sight lines over the checkpoint that Tanuki need to unlock their close spawns. Couple ults going online for both teams, but it's going to be Tanuki who has them first. And Day winning out the flank angle. Ooh, that's a lot of map control immediately gifted over to Tanuki. Try to use these off angles. Still have to respect J-Man up in the corner, but here's that Ant Matrix down low from Solo Zen. With shots going down, Aurora does not get the heals they need. The supports were pressed from covering fire. And once again, the tank falls. Arizona claims space, and Tanuki grabbed close spawns and the checkpoint very early. 2 minutes in. Oh, that pulse lands. But to be fair, I think Runasapi has the closest checkpoint of any of the push maps. Like, it has the shortest distance from neutral to checkpoint. Very quick nano boost engage. Prompts a sound barrier out from Tanuki as they disengage from the checkpoint. They got close spawns, and you know what? They're just going to back up and protect that. Mr. Butler thrown into the middle. Arizona was kind of DMing from a distance before using everything to back up here. Let's check out our poke heroes. Oh, nope, that was not a poke hero, but you know what? Little tracer duel going on. Oh, Temp drops Deadeye, and I miss it. Does end up winning the poke battle, which was what I was wanting to keep an eye on. Aurora thought that might be easy pickings, but Temp is still sitting at literally full health as they pour shots, not just into Aurora, but in Angelic as well. Picking up that kill, land a headshot on Anu, and Ant Matrix thrown in just to close out this fight here for Tanuki. Arizona is able to clean up Aurora. Looks like they'll get the kill on Anu. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. So far, it's been a pretty flawless 3 minutes here from Tanuki. I mean, a lot of synergy. We've been playing together for a year and a half. That's what happens, Sunset. To your comment about how well coordinated they are and good target priority. I mean, a lot of synergy here. But look at what Tanuki's been able to do over this 3 minutes. Keeping that in mind of what this looked like going in, the mindset going into this map, and then the 74-0 lead Tanuki have right now. Ult online for the other side, though. Definitely an opportunity here for the Sun Devils to get right back into this thing. Looks like that was a little bit of a tracer duel. Anhu retreating back into their own tracer. Day went for the pulse in the back. Isn't going to land on Angelic. Nano boost was thrown in onto Aurora. Let's get some Aurora pops as they look to push up. Rally there to bolster it as well. Both supportals invested from ASU. They need to make good on it. Solo Zin will fall. Self-destruct too far behind J-Man. They are able to get in cover just barely. Tim able to clap back a little bit, though. It's not going to be enough to trade out. First genuine fight win here for ASU. approaching the halfway mark as ASU put their first meterage on the board. Bob versus Deadeye. Let's see. Yeah, you're working on the off angle here. Arizona comes down, kind of regroup with temp of the rest of the team, and this Deadeye will get unleashed to clean up Main Street. Arizona's going to try to follow it in. We're going to stick with this to see if it gets anything. Looks like almost got that kill, but Amplification Matrix looking to try to finish it off. Arizona must turn their attention to the bomb to try to keep everybody alive, but Solo Zen dies anyway. Angelic goes mace in the face into the mix. J-Man getting in the thick of it as well. ASU, 2 fight wins in a row. It only took 2 fight wins for Tanuki to get close spots. Let's see if Tanuki can get back and stall this. It's such a difficult retake. You can't rush it because of these sight lines. Arizona's able to get in. Still has armor left to boot. Not bad, but oh, tip falls on the approach. It's Aurora with the nano is able to get it done. It wasn't even J-Man. I'm guessing J-Man got a shot in. But Aurora's able to find another one. But ooh, Arizona clapping back. Arizona's in a bit of trouble. Pilot form, looking for a kill. We'll get it on Angelic. Gets back in the mech before the pulse is able to land. Arizona, I'm not sure how you're still alive. Aurora pops Primal with 1 health. This is a crazy fight right in front of the checkpoint. And it could be a real difference maker in the outcome of this entire map. ASU will not get those close spawns. ASU are able to put together a good hold and at least challenge somewhat at neutral territory here. Arizona with a slight, the tank Arizona with a slight positional advantage, just with this high ground in this corner to play around. That green bus isn't nearly as advantageous, and Aurora's just kind of forced to sit back there and throw in alt fire shots for the meantime. Looks like Day took a bit of damage on the flank battle. We'll see if that leaves things open for Anhu to move in. You can hear the shots from the Pulse Pistol lurking around the outside. I think Temp was the one that was able to force him back. Rally from ASU. Sound barrier in from Tanuki. Neither team really hard engaging. Not at least until Aurora's going to push in. That's going to prompt an Ant Matrix out from the other side. Temp finds a kill through that. Able to break bubble as well. So, I mean, let's get that big cooldown. Ooh, that was a nice headshot. Amp speed on to the Deadeye, and it's the race. Fortunately, despite not having a Lucio, ASU are able to back out without losing any casualties and get their 5th back into this fight. NATO engage here for Aurora. All attention onto Arizona to try to get the armor off of the mech. Successfully doing so. The lamp even forced out it from Tanuki as well. Really good start here for ASU on this fight. Now going to the back, let's try to follow up with some squishies. See how much ground they can claim. Let's see if they can go get Mega. Yeah, sure, why not? Go get Mega. Day does have a pulse in here to try to counter it out, but we'll never get a chance to use it. On who's going to win that fight as Aurora gives chase and finds 2 kills with the Primal being popped there in the last moment as I fumble to hit the right button. Aurora goes, oh, I thought you were going to touch the spawn there. That is close spawns picked up, speaking of. Checkpoint unlocked here for ASU. The beeps that always stress me out, indicating the lead is near here for ASU's. J-Man fights an opening pick with the bomb. That was a pulse bomb landing from Day, able to pick off Angelic, but unfortunately, Anhu is just filling up the feed a little bit more. Getting it done in the neutral. It's going to be the lead for the Sun Devils. That landed. Oh, wow, that sleep dart landed. Wow. Nice shots, Panther. Fairly neutral fight. Ooh, I was going to say, Tanuki might want to play it slow, but not once you get that opening pick like that. Now they're going to move in and try to get Angelic. Angelic kind of forced into a corner. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get out. Yeah. Aurora was trapped into that same corner. Arizona gave up on that to go try to get a kill on Z Panther. Takes a lot of damage in the process. Actually gets DMAC'd. Nice play from Z Panther to force that DMAC and just kind of leave Arizona in baby form, which is going to be important here. This is going to be one last fight. Only 10 meters separate the two teams. Tanuki in charge of the bot. That DMAC from Z Panther, is that going to be the big difference maker? Is that going to be what ends this map? Okay, Arizona's back in mech. Ant Matrix out. Sound barrier ready to go here from Social. Well, all the times not to lose one, now would be that time. Woo! Okay, still have some ways to push the bot, so it's going to be a nano boost into the back line. Sound barrier trying to protect against it as Aurora's already picked up two, though. Last ditch effort. This is the self-destruct on the objective, but Arizona won't even have a chance to get back in that mech. It was a good fight. This is certainly a 3-0. Doesn't tell the tape here today, but it is a 3-0 when it's all said and done. ASU will move up to 5-2 on the season. They get the best of Tanuki today.
Play of the game.
God, I knew I was so off my povs today. I apologize. Oh, what an outstanding match. A real big test here for the fresh young bloods, that is Tanuki Esports. I mean, a huge test for them here today. And I thought they did well. I mean, they bounced back beautifully. They could have just rolled over and died on map 1, and this whole entire series looked like a wash. That is not at all how this went. Tanuki fought tooth and nail against a very, very stout ASU Esports, ASU Sun Devils. I mean, the first was correct too, right? But I mean, Sunset here really did just make an excellent point. Good target priority, good coordination. I mean, it's that synergy. I mean, it's what a year and a half of synergy will bring you. I mean, playing 3 semesters together, at least 4 of the 5 players here starting today for ASU have been together for 3 semesters of play, plus a summer that J-Man assures me, speak of the devil, thank you for the follow. But J-Man was talking about how hard they have been working in this offseason and over the summer to really lock it in. And it shows. It shows here for the Sun Devils. And, I mean, this team just looks better and better, and I can't wait to see more out of both of these squads. Big fan of both of these teams. Really happy to get both of you on the stream today. Tanuki, sorry it didn't go your way. ASU, congrats on another dub. And both teams now sitting at 5-2. 6-2. Excuse me. Both teams sitting at 6-2 as we cross the halfway mark. So only 3 weeks left. Like it's like wow. This season has flown by. As has this stream. But that brings us to the end. GG's all around. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I appreciate everybody being here. A big shout out to captains and coaches, J-Man and Izzy respectively. For chatting with me and give me some last second insight. I know I hit y'all up last minute to pick up this match, so I really appreciate both y'all. Yeah, all my matches go up on YouTube. They debut. I debut one a day at 2 o'clock Central every single day. I do them in the order that I stream them. So this match will hit, I believe this match will hit Saturday. So this morning's EMEA match should hit tomorrow. This match will hit Saturday and so forth. So keep an eye out for that. Really appreciate all the follows. We appreciate all the support. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. Don't forget to like the video and all that stuff. I've put all my attention into FACEIT right now into this project. So I really appreciate all the help and support I can get. So thank you very, very much. That'll do it for me today. We will see you in the next one. All right, bye, friends.